Hello everyone, welcome back to RR Corporates. Now we are discussing very important topic. Creditors recover 67,000 crores in financial year 25 under Insolvency Bankruptcy Code IBC. A record jump, 42% jump in resolutions. In a historic financial turnaround, creditors have recovered a record-breaking 67,000 crores to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code IBC during the financial year 25. As it is a staggering 42% increase from the previous year. So now, what led to this unprecedented recovery? The answer is stay tuned as we delve into the key factors driving this success and what it means for Indians' economic landscape. India's financial landscape has witnessed a remarkable turnaround in 25. Thanks to one of the most powerful legal tools for debt resolution, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, or IBC. But exactly the IBC, why is it much a game changer? It is introduced in 2016. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code was designed to consolidate and simplify India's insolvency framework. It brought entire process under one umbrella, enabling faster and time-bound and legally enforceable resolutions for companies facing insolvency. Under the IBC, if a company defaults on a loan, creditors, if company defaults on a loan, so creditors, either financial creditor or operational creditor, can initiate the corporate insolvency resolution process, that is CARP, through Honorable National Company Law Tribunal, NCLT. Once admitted, a resolution professional takeover and the efforts are made in either revive the company or liquidate it in time, is a time-bound manner, typically within 330 days. And now let's talk about the headline-making achievement for the financial year 2025. According to data available, creditors recovered a staggering 67,000 crores through IBC resolutions in financial year 25. This is up from 47,206 crore in financial year 24. So that's a 42% year-on-year increase, making it one of its most successful years since IBC inception. The massive recovery not only reflects the maturing of India's insolvency ecosystem, but also highlights the increased efficiency at NCLT level and a stronger confidence in the resolution mechanism. See, whether you are a finance student or a startup founder or a legal professional or an investor, so this is a major development that speaks volumes about the changing phase of the debt recovery. So in this video, we'll explore what led to this record recovery, what sectors contributed most, how the IBC process has evolved, and what this means for India's economy going forward. Key statistics from this 25 financial year see total 284 corporate resolutions approved by the Honorable NCLT, surpassing 275 cases in financial year 24. So the breakdown, 267 corporate insolvency cases and 17 personal insolvency cases. So total 284. So notable recoveries from companies like Crore Data Management Services Limited, Terra Infra Engineering Limited, and Lanco Amarkantak Power Limited, each exceeding 1,000 crores. When you take Crore Data Management, Terra Infra Engineering, Lanco Amarkantak Power Limited. So the factors contributing to the surge is appointment of 20 new members to the NCLT in February 2025, enhancing its capacity, and improved regulatory process and streamlined procedures under IBC framework. One of the reasons, and increase in personal insolvency applications nearly doubling to 673 in 25. So now let's put the financial year 25 numbers into the perspective. The comparative analysis we see financial year 25, the total recovery under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code to 67,000 crore. This marks the second highest recovery in a single financial year since IBC was implemented in 2016, because IBC implemented in 2016. So which is the first highest year, that is 2019. But when the creditors recovered record of 1.19 lakh crore, or we can say 1.19 trillion, primarily driven by one of the most landmark case in Indian insolvency history, that is Essar Steel. Essar Steel resolution. So we'll talk about Essar Steel case. This is a turning point in for IBC. Let's make a moment to understand why this Essar Steel was such a game changer. I will explain. So the case involved Essar Steel India, a major player in the steel sector, which owed around 50,000, 54,000 crores to its creditors. The insolvency proceedings began in 2017, and the resolution was finalized in 2019 under IBC, when the ArcelorMittal emerged as the successful bidder with a 42,000 crores settlement plan. So the single resolution alone contributed nearly 36% of the total recoveries in 2019, in financial year 2019. See, setting a benchmark for large scale insolvency outcomes. It was not just about the number. The Essar Steel case tested several legal and procedural aspects of the IBC, including the primary of financial creditors versus operational creditors, the primacy. See, the primacy of financial creditors versus operational creditors. So this was procedural aspects, and several legal and procedural issues were tested in this case. The role of the committee of creditors and the judicial interpretation by Supreme Court, which upheld the sanctity of the COC commercial decisions. As a result, the key amendments were introduced in the IBC, reinforcing the time-bound nature of the resolutions, greater clarity and distribution of proceeds, and reduced litigation interference in the commercial decisions of the creditors. Financial year 25 versus financial year 2019, the key takeaways we see, while from financial year 2019, we saw a bulk recovery through one big ticket case. Whereas in 25, the 67,000 crores which we are talking recovery is more distributed across multiple companies. That is the difference. So it means, according to media sources, over 284 resolutions were approved in 25. So including major cases like that the Lanco Mercantile Power Limited, Era Infra Engineering, and Carve Data Management Services Limited, each with recoveries more than 1,000 crores. So this indicates a systemic improvement rather than relying on a few gain cases. So the IBC framework is now capable of resolving a larger number of even mid-sized cases efficiently. Moreover, 25 also witnessed a sharp rise in personal insolvency cases, pointing toward the expansion of IBC scope beyond just corporate entities. Conclusion of the comparison is, in 2019 was about a gained leap with Essar Steel. 25 is about strong, steady strides in the right decision and right direction. It proves that IBC is maturing, IBC is expanding and becoming more consistent. A very positive sign for India's creditors, investors, and the broader economy. And if the current momentum continues, we might soon surpass even the 2019 milestone. This time with a more diversified and resilient insolvency resolution ecosystem. So now the implications for the stakeholders. Positive outlook for creditors and investors due to improved recovery rates, enhanced confidence in the IBC process as an effective tool for debt resolution, potential for increased private investments and economic growth. In recent updates and press release, the IBBI stated that they are actively working on strengthening the pre-pack insolvency regime to aid MSMEs in faster data in process resolutions. Developing digital case management system to enhance transparency, efficiency across all NCLT benches. Streamlining the personal insolvency process, especially as the number of applications has doubled in 25 compared to financial year 24. The IBBI believes that with a few structural reforms, India could soon match international benchmarks in insolvency efficiency, particularly in recovery rates and timelines. So now the conclusion is 25 has been milestone year for India's insolvency raising, with over 67,000 crores recovered and the 84th resolution successfully concluded. The IBC has proven once again that it is a powerful engine for financial accountability and recovery. Unlike earlier years that relied on a handful big ticket cases like Essar Steel, 2024 performance reflects as a broader, is a more consistent efficiency across diverse sectors and scales of no default. However, this success didn't happen in isolation. It was made possible by strategic appointments to the honorable NCLT and proactive reforms by IBBI and increasing maturity among all stakeholders from starting from lenders to resolution professionals and everyone. So stay tuned, subscribe to channel, hit the bell icon to get the regular updates on Indian corporate laws, finance and regulatory landscape. We have two channels, RR Corporate and RR Legal Talks. Subscribe to RR Corporate and other channel RR Legal Talks. Thank you.